Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Cryptids and Monsters video. Alright, another entry here based on one of your suggestions. This one I delved back a little bit back in time, almost a year or so ago, with regards to this suggestion. I can't believe I skipped this one, or I didn't see this one from before, because in looking at the information it's pretty brief, but the concept of it is still quite fascinating. Imagine this, imagine if you were to take a dog and then a cat and mix them together, then you would have most likely this cryptid here. And I'm talking about this. This is known as the Mitla, or the Bolivian Mitla, sometimes also known as Fawcett's cat dog. And it all has to do again with the notion of a cat-like dog or a dog-like cat that's found somewhere in the rainforest of Bolivia. So quite interesting information that to think that there's something out there like that is not that far-fetched. Maybe there is truly something that could be along those lines, considering of course how much how well dogs and cats adapt to any such environment. You could have something like this living out there in those rainforests. So what was or what is this Mitla? Well, again, it's a creature that's found specifically in the rainforest of Bolivia. If you wanted to go to a very specific region too, you can go there to what's called the Cusco region near a jungle called the Madidi jungle. And the reason for this is because that's where it was discovered. It was found by this person here, person by the name of Colonel Percy, or Lieutenant Colonel Percy Fawcett. And this was because they went there and they discovered this creature there in Bolivia somewhere around 1906 to 1914. As far as the description of how the cat-like dog or dog-like cat looks like, it basically looks like this. This is almost like the only known picture I could find of it. But essentially, think of it like a dog, mainly the features of a dog when it comes to the body itself, and then the face being the cat. So dogs of course have the longer snouts, cats have the more smaller snouts, but in this case imagine a cat-like face on the body of a dog, probably just a little bit taller, a little bit bigger than your average cat, more along the size of, let's say, your average dog, and then also being darker in color, and you have this creature, in this case being the Mitla. But yes, discovered there in those jungles by this lieutenant colonel, and it was reported by them. It seems like they just were able to either find evidence of it or they were able to come across it themselves. Either way though, they were the only ones that seems like they reported it. But there was someone else, a person by the name of Jerry Mallinson, who was the director of the Jersey Zoo, now known as the Durrell Wildlife Park. He in turn did his own search there also in Mitla sometime in 1960, so about a good 50 years later after this creature's first discovery. And when he did so, he tried to find it, but lo and behold, there was nothing there that they could see related to this creature. It still remains pretty elusive when it comes to its habitat, so very, very situated there within the jungles. And then as far as other information tied to it and what it could be, there's the idea that it actually could be a variation of this. You're looking at a picture of what's called the jaguarunda, if I'm saying that correctly, which is pretty dead on accurate. You're looking at something involving a cat of some sort that does look more feline than dog-like, but still I could totally see how that happens, because when you're looking at this picture, it looks like the legs of it are slightly longer than your average cat's, more along the lines of a dog. So I can totally see how that could be misinterpreted. The Mitla could be misinterpreted as this. Imagine in the wild going there and then you're seeing this thing just bounding about, whether on the ground or maybe on the top of the trees. You can't get a really good look at it. There you are then misinterpreting this jaguarunda for, in this case, the elusive Mitla. And then something else regarding what it could be too, it could be a relative of what's known as the short-eared dog, which you're looking at another picture of here. This one I would may say it's a little bit more looser when it comes to it being considered the Mitla. It just looks more like a dog to me. I don't know how you would feel if you feel like this is more feline than dog-like, but for all intents and purposes, this is yet another real-life creature that the Mitla could have been misinterpreted for, or when all is said and done, it could actually be its own cryptid, again roaming through those jungles there, the Madidi jungle there in Bolivia. But that's it. That's pretty much all the information tied to this elusive creature. As I mentioned earlier, it's a little bit brief, a little bit short, not much info that I could find other than the initial discovery of it. But still, if anyone has any more info, anything else they can share regarding this mysterious creature, that'd be really good to hear. Imagine that. Imagine if this creature were truly found and then it were bred and then, let's say, sold here in America. I mean, it would definitely be a niche market. It would absolutely have its own, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but its own weird demand of some sort, because you could be the first person on your block to have this creature, the best of both worlds in essence, having a cat and a dog both at the same time. Now, whether of course this creature would be domesticated and have it, live around the house peacefully, that's a whole other matter. But still, imagine something like this being found, and what I could totally see businesses and others like just salivating at the thought that yes, having this creature and having it be something along the lines of, let's say, the next cat and dog, in this case, to take over households. Very, very interesting concept there too. So, all right, everybody, thanks again as always. Take care.